Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna explain the game that I made using JavaScript. And I am a high schooler and this is currently 2024 and let's see. So I assume you came to this video by clicking the see the game rules button, and in order to play you should have at least two players. So when I click find a new game button, it says waiting for other player to join, and I'm switching to another tab, and currently this game is running on localhost, and don't worry, I'm gonna publish this game, and I'm probably gonna link the website in the comments or somewhere in the video. So as you can see, when two people click find a new game, it just matches these two people, and now we are in the game. So you might first notice that one person has this your turn to play text and the other doesn't have. And if you have this your turn to play text, then it's now your turn to play and your opponent cannot move. And this text, you have 25 seconds to play, and after 15 seconds it will say last 10 seconds as it said in this website. So let's wait for some time, and it says last 10 seconds. If you still insist on not playing, then your turn will be skipped, and we are waiting, and it skipped our turn. So let's see. No, first I'm gonna explain these texts which have the D and it says 25, H it says 100. So D stands for damage and H stands for health. So each character has stats. So in this case, this slime has a damage of 25 and health of 100. So this dragon, for example, has a damage of 40 and a health of 75. And let's see some movement. So this slime and these snipers move in the same map. They can move one block north, one block south, one block east, one block west. For example, I click that slime and click one block north, it moved my slime to here. If I click slime and click two block north, it won't move. Slimes and snipers cannot move diagonally. They can move one block north, one block south, one block east, one block west, as I said. And this guy with who has this boxing gloves and this dragon can move two block north, two block south, two block east, two block west, or one move diagonally. So when I click this dragon, click here, it can move two block north. These slimes cannot move two block at a time. So when I click this guy with boxing gloves and click here, as I said, it can move one block diagonally. And that's it for the movement. And when you make a move, your turn is skipped. So when I click slime, click somewhere, it skips my turn. And that's it for the movement system. So let's see some attack patterns. So this dragon, slime, and this guy with the boxing gloves can attack either one block north, one block south, one block east, one block west. That's it for these guys attack patterns. So I'm gonna teach you another thing. So as you know, this dragon can move two block or one block at a time, and it has one block attack range, right? And what I said in just a few minutes ago is when you make a move, your turn is skipped. However, if you make a move and after that, if your character can attack some enemy characters, then your turn is not skipped. Then you have another 8 seconds to decide whether attack or not. And the characters with the light backgrounds are your own characters, and the others are the enemy characters. So in this case, this dragon is my dragon, and this dragon is your enemy's dragon. So if I click my dragon, oh, it's this guy's turn. I'm just gonna click somewhere. So if I click this dragon and click here, normally you would expect my turn to skip, but because this dragon is in attack range, I can click my dragon and click the enemy dragon, which as you can see decreased its health from 75 to 35. And that's basically the attack pattern of these three characters. And you don't need to make a move in order to attack. So when I click this dragon and click the enemy dragon, its health still decreases. So when I click here, it can't attack diagonally, as I said. And however, for the sniper's attack pattern, it's a little bit different. So they can attack either 2 block north, 2 block south, 2 block east, or 2 block west. And they can also attack 1 block diagonally. So in this case, if I'm just gonna make a move, just gonna show you something. If I play it here, play this slime here, make a move, and so when I play my sniper here, it's in attack range of my sniper, my turn is not skipped. I can click my sniper and click the enemy dragon. So in this case, its health is decreased to 5 because we are this dragon's health is decreased by the damage of the character that you attack. And that's the attack pattern for the sniper. I'm gonna show you another attack pattern for the sniper. For example, as I said, it can attack diagonally. So when I click this sniper, click this dragon, it still attacks that dragon. So in order to win, one way of winning is just destroying every character that your opponent have. In the example, that dragon is disappeared because its health went below 0. Or if it's equals to 0, it's still gone. It's destroyed. So one way of winning is destroying every character that your opponent has. Another way of winning is that the 50 moves rule. So if you move 50 times without making an attack, okay, then the game ends. And it calculates something in the backend and just determines the winner. So these slimes have a value of 1. This sniper has a value of 2. This guy with the boxing gloves has a value of 3. And these dragons has a value of 4. Okay. So when you make 50 moves without an attack, those values are summed. So in this case, this player has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 13, and 16. So this guy has a value of 16, and the opponent has a value of 20 because he has an extra dragon in his team, which is alive currently. So if you make 50 moves without an attack, then those values are counted, and the person that has the more value will win. In this case, your opponent wins. If you are looking at this guy's perspective, at this screen's perspective. And if the values are equal, then it's a tie. If you have more value than your opponent, then you win. And that's another way of winning. Okay? And I'm just gonna show you one more thing. So I'm gonna play there. Just a minute. Okay, so this is your enemy's territory, okay, and this is your own territory. If one of your character manages to reach the enemy territory, then it has a buff. So in this case, I click this boxer and click here. Its damage is increased by 10 and its health is increased by 20, and that's a buff. So you can buff every character that you have. However, you can only buff your characters one time. I can buff this, for example, guy one more time. However, it is not stronger than these ones. And that's the thing that I added to my game in order to make it more playable. For example, in chess, when the pawn reaches the enemy, it has an upgrade. It can turn into queen or the knight or other stuff. In this game, every character can have a buff. However, you can only buff your characters one time, each character one time. And I'm gonna show you one more thing. If your enemy disconnects, for example, I'm gonna close this website. You have this message: you win, enemy disconnected. And that's the other stuff that I wanted to show you. And one more thing. So I'm gonna hit inspect. So I'm gonna click this and just change the screen width and height. So when I refresh the page, you have this error. So actually this is not an error. This is just an information, a disclaimer, you can say. So my advice is that you should have at least 1000 pixels of width and 500 pixels of height. If you don't meet these requirements, you have this information, this disclaimer, and you can still play the game. However, I don't recommend it. So let's click find a new game. I'm gonna open another website, localhost, click find a new game. So as you can see, it seems a little bit weird. So these numbers are mixed up, right? However, you can still play the game. And that's another thing that I want to show you. When this guy disconnects, we have this error. So that's all for my game. If you have anything to say, leave a comment. I can answer it. And if you want to go to the GitHub page which I published, I will probably write a comment about it, and you can just access the game. And for the website that I will publish, I think I'm also gonna add a comment for it too. And that's it for this video.